Welcome back to Superbly Said Advanced English Vocabulary and Phrases.
Great to be back.
Today, we're diving into some really useful and nuanced English expressions. They're actually straight out of a SpeakDuo lesson.
That's right.
And if you're looking to boost your English speaking confidence, well, remember, you can always visit SpeakDuo.com. You get to connect with new people, from all around the world, all practicing English on video calls. It's a great way to practice.
Absolutely. And, the confidence often really stems from mastering these kinds of subtle distinctions.
Yeah.
Understanding how, a small shift in phrasing can totally change the impact of your message.
Yeah.
And that's what really elevates an advanced learner's communication.
Couldn't agree more. So we've got 8 fantastic phrases lined up today. Each one has its own unique flavor, its own role in communication.
Ready to jump in?
Let's do it. First up, to come up with something.
A classic.
Right. It basically means to think of or create an idea, maybe a plan or a solution. For instance, she came up with a brilliant idea during the meeting.
Nice one.
And maybe, in an IELTS-style question, like what's the most creative solution you've ever come up with? You might say, I once came up with a unique way to save money while traveling.
And the subtle power here, I think, is that come up with suggests, innovation. Initiative even.
Right.
It's different from just saying, I thought of a strategy. If you say, I came up with a strategy, it sounds, more impressive.
More active.
Exactly. Think of is quite general. And maybe devise implies more careful, deliberate planning. But come up with.
It often has that spark of creativity, spontaneity, finding a solution.
Like a light bulb moment.
Precisely. And that's why it's so valuable in professional or academic settings. It shows you're actively problem-solving, innovating.
That distinction really clarifies it. Okay, so from creating ideas, let's shift gears to something a bit more serious.
To be arrested for something.
Okay, legal territory now.
Yeah. This means being taken into custody by the police, specifically for breaking a law, like he was arrested for driving without a license.
A clear example.
Or in a more general chat, maybe about judging someone, you might say, well, I'd try to understand their situation before judging, even if they were arrested.
And the key thing here is the legal weight compared to similar phrases. Let's compare arrested for with, say, detained.
Good comparison. How do they differ?
Well, being arrested is specific. It means official custody for a suspected crime. Formal charges might follow. It's, a serious legal step.
Okay.
Whereas detained, that's much broader. Airport security might detain you for questioning, but you're not necessarily arrested.
Right.
Or even a flight can be detained, held up. One starts a potential criminal process. The other just means held.
Got it. A very significant difference in severity there. Okay, next up we have the adjective phrase, to be determined.
Ooh, I like this one. Very positive.
It is, isn't it? It describes someone having a really strong intention to do something, even when it's difficult. Like, she is determined to succeed in her new job.
A common and good use.
And if someone asked you maybe, what's something you were determined to achieve? You could say, I was determined to learn another language, and I did.
And what's great about determined is that positive strength it conveys. Think about comparing it to, say, persistent or maybe stubborn.
Okay, how do they stack up?
Well, persistent means you keep going, right, despite obstacles. But sometimes it can feel a bit relentless, almost annoying, like a persistent salesperson.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And stubborn.
Yeah.
Well, that usually has negative vibes. It suggests being inflexible, resistant to change, even when it's not helpful.
Right.
But determined captures that focused resolve towards a usually positive goal. Pushing through difficulties. It highlights admirable drive. Definitely the word you want for professional contexts.
A really useful distinction. Okay, number 4 on our list is to start learning on one's own.
Self-starters.
Exactly. It means to begin studying something independently without formal help initially. Like, he started learning photography on his own by watching tutorials.
Makes sense.
And if someone asked, what's the last thing you started learning on your own? You might say, I started learning how to cook Thai dishes on my own.
And this phrase really highlights the initiative. Let's connect it to self-study or teach oneself.
Okay.
Start learning on your own emphasizes that initial decision, that first step of taking control of your learning.
Beginning of the journey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whereas self-study is more about the ongoing process. You'd say, I've been self-studying French for a year.
Gotcha.
And to teach oneself really puts the focus on the active role of the learner acquiring the skill alone. like becoming your own instructor.
So start learning on your own is great for showing proactivity from the get-go.
Precisely. It shows self-direction right away.
Love it. Okay, moving on, we have to pull something off.
This one implies a certain flair.
It does. It means succeeding in doing something that was difficult or maybe unexpected. The classic example. He pulled off a surprise party without anyone finding out.
Always impressive if you can do that.
Totally. Or if asked, what's the hardest thing you've ever pulled off? Maybe you'd say, I once pulled off organizing a huge event in just 2 days.
Wow. Okay, so the nuance here is that impressiveness. When you pull something off, it's more than just achieving something. That's quite general.
Right.
Or even managing to do something, which implies success after maybe a bit of a struggle.
Okay.
But pull something off that suggests success against the odds. Maybe it was really challenging or risky or totally unexpected. There's an element of impressive execution.
So it's like we managed to finish the project versus we pulled off finishing the project despite everything.
Exactly. The second one sounds like a real feat. It highlights a resourcefulness, great execution, really showcases capability.
Definitely adds that wow factor. Okay, number 6 today is to hound someone.
Ooh, this sounds intense.
It can be. It means to persistently follow or bother someone, usually for something specific. For example, the reporters hounded the actor for an interview.
You can picture it.
Right. And if asked, have you ever hounded someone for an opportunity? You might, perhaps slightly sheepishly, say, yes, I hounded a professor for feedback on my paper once.
Been there. So this phrase usually carries a strong, often quite negative feeling of relentless pressure.
Yeah.
Let's compare it to pester or nag. Pester is generally milder, right? Annoying persistence, but maybe not super intense, like a kid pestering for a toy.
Sure.
And nag. That often implies repeated, maybe critical, urging, usually in a personal context, like being nagged to do chores.
Okay.
But hound, that suggests a much more persistent, sometimes even aggressive pursuit, like being hunted, relentlessly pursued for information or a decision. It's a much stronger, often uncomfortable pressure.
You really feel the intensity difference there. Okay, let's talk about to back out of something.
Changing your mind, perhaps.
Pretty much. It means to withdraw from an agreement or a commitment you've made. Like, he backed out of the deal at the last minute. That's a classic business scenario.
Happens all the time.
Or if asked, have you ever had to back out of an important plan? You might say, yes, I backed out of a trip once because of unexpected work obligations.
Right. And this one often carries a slightly negative connotation, doesn't it? It implies changing your mind, maybe letting someone down.
Yeah, like breaking a promise sometimes.
Exactly. Compare it to withdraw from or cancel. Withdraw from sounds more formal, maybe less personal. A company might withdraw for negotiations.
Okay.
And cancel is more straightforward for plans or events. It just means discontinuation, not necessarily because of reluctance or breaking trust.
So backing out has a bit more social weight, especially regarding reliability.
Definitely. It can imply a breach of trust in some contexts.
Good to know, especially for agreements. All right, our final phrase today is a really colorful one. To be a piece of work.
This is a fun idiom.
It really is. It's used to describe someone who is, well, difficult, complicated, maybe unpredictable, but sometimes it can even be grudgingly impressive or just unique, often sarcastic.
Context is everything here.
Absolutely. The example sentence nails it. He's a real piece of work. You never know what he'll do next.
You could just hear the exasperation, maybe mixed with a little awe.
Totally. And if asked, ever worked with someone who was a real piece of work?
Good.
You could say, oh yeah, my old boss. Strict, demanding, but also weirdly inspiring. A true piece of work.
See, it's complex. Now let's compare it to, say, to be a character or to be a handful.
How do they differ?
Well, a character usually implies someone quirky or eccentric, but often in a more harmless, maybe amusing way.
Okay.
And a handful specifically suggests someone difficult to manage or control, like a toddler having a tantrum.
Right, more about manageability.
Exactly. But a piece of work that often suggests a deeper complexity. Someone unpredictable, maybe difficult, maybe impressive in their own unique, frustrating way. They consistently surprise you.
For better or worse. Precisely.
Wow. Okay. We've just unpacked 8 really powerful phrases. These can truly level up your English.
They really can.
So now, let's see how well they've sunk in. It's time to test your understanding. Welcome to quiz time. We'll test you on the phrases we just went through. I'll give you a question, 3 options.
Ready when you are.
And listeners, feel free to pause the podcast here if you need to think about the answer. Okay, first question. What does it mean to come up with something? Is it
To remember something important quickly.
to create an idea or plan spontaneously?
To bring something physically into a room.
Feel free to pause here if you need a moment.
Take your time.
All right, the correct answer is B. To come up with something means to create an idea or plan spontaneously.
Yeah, remember the example, like when she came up with that brilliant idea during the meeting. Spontaneous creation.
Perfect. Second question. If someone is arrested for something, what happened? Is it?
They were removed from a position of authority.
They were taken into custody by law enforcement.
They were prevented from making a decision. Pause if you need to think this one through. Okay, the answer is B. To be arrested for something means they were taken into custody by law enforcement.
That's the one. Remember our example. He was arrested for driving without a license. It's about law enforcement custody.
Great. Moving on to question 3. What does it mean to be determined? Is it?
To be firm in pursuing a goal despite setbacks.
To feel anxious about upcoming responsibilities.
To act recklessly in order to prove a point.
Take a moment to consider your answer.
Which one feels like strong, positive focus?
The correct option is A. To be determined is to be firm in pursuing a goal despite setbacks.
Exactly. Just like she was determined to succeed in her new job. That positive drive.
Excellent. Question number 4. What does it mean to start learning on your own? Is it?
To enroll in an official learning program.
To observe others before trying anything.
To begin studying something without help.
Give yourself a moment to decide.
Think about the start part.
The answer is C. To start learning on your own means to begin studying something without help.
That's it. As in, he started learning photography on his own by watching tutorials. Taking that initial step independently.
All right, halfway there. Question 5. If someone pulls something off, what have they done? Is it?
They have removed something from a schedule.
They have succeeded in doing something difficult.
They have taken credit for someone else's work.
Don't hesitate to pause if you need more time.
Consider the difficulty aspect.
The correct option is B. To pull something off means they have succeeded in doing something difficult.
Yes, like when he pulled off that surprise party without anyone finding out. Success against the odds.
Fantastic. Question 6. What does it mean to hound someone? Is it?
To repeatedly pressure someone for something.
To protect someone from aggressive people.
To quietly observe someone's behavior.
Pause if you need to think this one through.
Which one suggests relentless pursuit?
The answer is A. To hound someone means to repeatedly pressure someone for something.
Exactly. Remember how those reporters hounded the actor for an interview?
Yeah.
That persistent pressure?
It's just 2 more to go. Question 7. To back out of something means to
Take action earlier than expected.
withdraw from a commitment or agreement.
Switch places with someone else.
Feel free to pause the podcast here if you need to think about the answer.
Think about agreements.
The correct answer is B. To back out of something means to withdraw from a commitment or agreement.
That's the one. As in, he backed out of the deal at the last minute, withdrawing from that commitment.
Perfect. And for our final question today, if someone is a piece of work, what does that imply? Is it?
They're someone who works manually or physically.
They are efficient and dependable in every task.
They are an unpredictable or complicated person.
Take a final moment to consider your choice.
Think complicated, unpredictable.
And the answer is C. If someone is a piece of work, they are an unpredictable or complicated person.
You got it. Like when we said he's a real piece of work, you never know what he'll do next. That complex, unpredictable nature.
Well done, everyone. Hopefully that quiz helps solidify things. Understanding these nuanced phrases, it really is a game changer for advanced English learners, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. It's not just about knowing more words. It's about knowing the right word, the one with the precise shade of meaning you need.
Exactly. Using them with precision, with impact in actual conversations.
That precise vocabulary lets you communicate much more clearly, more impactfully. It helps you convey subtle meanings. And honestly, it makes you think more critically about word choice itself, whether you're just chatting or in a formal meeting.
So what does this mean for you listening right now? Well, here's a thought. How will you use these phrases, these nuances we discussed, to express yourself with even greater precision and maybe more confidence in your next conversation? Whether that's at work, maybe preparing for an exam like IELTS, or just practicing with new friends you meet.
Yeah, start integrating them. Try them out. See how they feel.
Definitely. We encourage you to start putting them into practice. That's the best way to make them your own.